Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this August the 14th. Good morning to all you good folks in Brownsville, Tennessee, on 1520 AM and 95.3 FM, of course, News Talk 101.5. In Jackson, Tennessee, and all our good folks right here in Memphis on ESPN AM 790, 92.9 HD FM. And Ron Wong is sitting with us as a co-host of this morning's show, talking a lot of fishing today. And we've kind of talked Bill Dance into sticking over for a little bit longer because I'd like to pick his brain on some things. We were talking off the air that Bill said he had fished with Dizzy Dean. I got to know, I knew him and met him, and I covered some Cardinal games for the newspaper back in my younger days. Bill, you've been in a boat with a lot of people, okay? And you dropped Dizzy Dean's name. Have you fished with Whitey Herzog? Did you ever fish with him? I was wondering.
No, I never fished. No, never fished with him. I remember him well, but in fact, I never met him.
You never met him, but you fished with.
I did fish with Dizzy though. We trout fished.
You trout fished, okay, with Dizzy Dean
on the Little Red River. We had a production company in Little Rock, and he was there for Falstaff Brewery. He used to do stuff for Falstaff. They asked me, could we work a trip up over to the Little Red, and I said, yeah, sure. And I took him, and I asked him if he ever trout fished, and he said, "You ain't a woofing." I gave him an open face spinning reel, and he held it upside down.
Oh, yeah.
I said, Diz, I think the thing will work a little bit better if you turn that reel back and turn it this way. But anyway, he came down on the dock, and we opened the show singing the Wabash Cannonball.
I can imagine that was what he sang. Yeah, that was one of the
things. That's what he.
Yeah, I know that you're a blessed man, and I know you feel that, Bill, for what you're able to do, and the people you have met and the people you have touched, and I know that that spirit is still there for you. I know you're out there catching these catfish now, so I know there's so many things going on. You look back, you mentioned Dizzy Dean. Somebody else who you fish with besides who's one of the most unusual people? I won't say unusual people, but somebody that you fish with. Who would you think?
Well, doing the type work we had done, I've had the opportunity, especially with the network, when we switched to the national network, that afforded us an opportunity to fish with a lot of different people, but especially a lot of the country western people from from Porter Wagner to Mel Tillis to Grandpa Jones
to Jerry Reed. We don't want to forget Jerry Reed.
Jerry and I did a lot of stuff together over the years. And,
was he the original blooper? Well, your original the idea for the bloopers back in those days. Neither one that chased you off you chased him off the boat, didn't you? Who was that?
No, he chased me off.
Oh, okay, he chased you off the boat. Okay,
throwing a big fish back.
Yes, and that was not staged. That was instant. Yeah, did you expect?
Oh yeah, he always wanted to go catch a big fish.
I remember.
We never kept our big fish. We always released them.
Yes, that's right.
He was determined he was going to keep that big fish, and he got his bait all hung up in the back of the motor line and cattails.
Yes.
And while he was back there trying to get it, I walked back and I opened the well and turned the fish loose. And
he
went berserk, and he came through the boat running, and I just ran right off the bow of the boat
and jumped out
about knee deep water, and he came flying right off the front of the boat too. But it was that was kind of a set-up deal, but it was
good. It was good, and I don't know how you ever communicated with Mel Tillis either. That was
Tillis we did a lot of great shows.
You did,
and,
yeah.
Tanya Tucker, Tillis. I was just trying to think of a lot of the entertainers, and then sport figures like with Terry Bradshaw and
with Terry Bradshaw.
He was always a great one to do stuff with, but it afforded me an opportunity just to meet a lot of great people, and then Smoking Joe Frazier and Mickey Mantle and Hank Williams Jr., and I could just go right on down the list, but of great people that I got an opportunity to meet that I would never have gotten to meet had I not been in this type of business.
Well, I tell you what, you've been the ambassador, and I know that you guys stay in touch with a lot of your friends. I know you stay in touch like I do with Jimmy Houston, with Chris, what's going on with her, and other ones. You guys are pretty tight-knit family. And I think, so where are we going? Bill, we just got through talking to Al McCullough. He is the founder of the new National Professional Fishing League. And he got all choked up knowing you were coming after him, and he's created another professional league. The sport last year had a chance to, I think, despite everything we went through with the pandemic and things like that, there was more people fishing last year than ever before.
The Tennessee Tourism is one of my sponsors.
Yes,
and has been for a long time. Tennessee had a record year last year as far as visitors coming to the state.
Yes.
Tackle sales, non-resident, resident sales were phenomenal.
Yes. Yeah.
Bass Pro is one of my sponsors. Johnny had a phenomenal year.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
With in tackle sales. I just got back from the ICAST show.
Yeah, Ron was down. Ron was down there. He saw.
I saw.
Yeah, he was down there.
There. But, so he was down there running around.
Watch it now. Watch it now.
No, he was.
Okay.
And, he did a great job. The marine industry is good. Tackle sales are good. The sporting good industry is good. Our problem right now, especially with the marine industry and with the tackle industry, is getting equipment.
Yes.
We depend so much on product from overseas.
Yes.
And getting the containers from overseas, it's horrible. It's like Johnny was telling me the other day. He's got umpteen G boats sold,
but
he's got a little microchip that goes in a 250 horse engine.
Yeah.
That's holding up umpteen G boat sales because you can't get just a little bitty microchip the size of a dime. It goes in a 250 horse engine.
Amazing.
That's and the automobile industry is going through the same thing.
Yeah.
But overall, the industry had record sales last year. Both the marine and the fishing industry did exceptionally well.
I think it brought us through. Yeah, it brought a lot.
This year they're off and running again. Lots and lots of people fished last year that had never fished before.
Yeah.
And as I said, non-resident and resident license.
We sold license. Yeah, we sold.
Just here in the state of Tennessee, and I'm sure Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, and surrounding states had record years too. So, one bad thing turned good for.
Yes. Yeah.
We got some good out of something.
You got something out of it, and I know folks like you and other ones. We try to put out the positive information here, and I know that in Tennessee right now we got so much going on, but appreciate you, Bill, taking time to be with us. And I think after this weekend you're going to another tournament. You got catfish on your mind. Now you guys are the number one target for all these other anglers now. They want to beat Bill Dance.
And there's a big one coming up in September here in Memphis, Tennessee. Bill will be out.
How did you know I was thinking about that? How would you know I was thinking about that?
Talk to our listeners about what's coming up in September here in Memphis, Tennessee.
A week from today.
Yes.
we've got a big. I'll tell you this, and a week from today, next Saturday, we've got a big tournament in Helena.
Okay, all right.
And then in September, we've got a big one sponsored by Bass Pro Shop. The city of Helena is really, Mayor Kevin Smith.
Yeah, they're into
really has gone all out.
Yeah.
On this big event at Helena. He sponsored the city of Helena, and along with the Catmasters, they came in there 3 years ago, and I think they had Larry. I think they had 30 boats.
Yeah.
They came back last year with 80 boats.
Okay.
And I think Mayor Smith told me I did a radio show with the Arkansas Game and Fish. And,
what's he thinking?
They had 100. I think this year they've got 130 boats.
Wow, man!
We look, and I think Helena's in Phillips County.
Yes, it is.
There's 52 river miles that border the Mississippi River borders 52 river miles of Phillips County.
Wow. Okay.
And it is a fabulous section of the Mississippi River that, as far as the catfish fishery, there's more big catfish caught in that section of the river.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the reason for it, there's three major rivers: the St. Francis, the Arkansas, and the White.
Yes,
that dump in.
Yeah,
that dump into the river
right.
in Phillips County. You've got all the fertile land from Mississippi and Arkansas that drain into the Mississippi there. You've got, I think, 7 or 8 granaries along the banks of Phillips County. You've got some of the deepest, slowest moving water in that section of the river. There were more big catfish caught in the 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80-pound class in the last few years in the Helena area in South.
So you think it's going to take more than 107 pounds to win that thing?
Oh, no question.
Yes.
No question. Oh, goodness, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
You'll see next Saturday, a week from today, you'll see a lot of big 50, 60, 70-pound fish caught.
And the weigh-in is open to the public, too.
Yeah, it's open to the public. It's
Oh, yeah. The city of Helena,
yeah.
really, the mayor down there, Mayor Smith, Kevin Smith, really goes all out. And so everything about that, the predator-prey relationship is so well-balanced. The feed, the fertility of that river, the depth of the river, the granaries, the fertile soil that drains into it. You got a lot of sand, you got a lot of mud, you got a lot of gravel, you got a lot of rock, you got a lot of cover in the river there. It's just
it sets up.
It is a fabulous section of river to fish.
Well, it sets up. Yeah,
so.
Well, I hope we really go down there and get them. We got to close it out here.
All right, buddy, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, next Saturday in Helena. It's just a short drive down, and you can actually go across the bridge now. You can go to the Helena Bridge.
Or the Helena Bridge.
Yeah.
Highway 49.
Go right down.
Yeah.
61 to 49 and just go
49,
right
right there. Bill Dance, thank you, brother. I appreciate you,
Thank
buddy.
Y'all.
As
Ronnie,
a friend.
Larry, good to talk to y'all and everybody.
All right. We were going to play Jack Scott last week, but we couldn't get it on the radio. So that's an inside joke between me and Bill and Diane, okay? All right. Thank you.
Thank
you, buddy.
Y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, buddy.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors. Larry Ray, be right back.